Thank you. Feels better. Thank you.
Anyway, see this U? That's where it's supposed to start. That's actually a lot of times this is low.
Sarah?
Trying to pull up the mic.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Put it back at you. I was at a low. And then I adjusted from here. The one that's going to be quiet. So I would, right now, most of everything on this is set. I don't mess with it. But, I'll focus on it.
Shut down the vocal one.
Oh, the instruments are listed like piano. I don't know if you have to, but you don't have to mess with that. But they have it on already now. Yes. See, this is the mic. See, I don't like to sing it before, because this is the mic that's ideally next to the left. It's the other mic on the other side, so from here, it's, but that's that mic. So it's like that. No, the left is like, it's over here, yeah.
Yeah, I was turning the vocals off and the speakers like that.
Yeah.
And the choir takes out everything, and that's why we turn it up sometimes.
Yeah, that's a little bit too high. Yeah, I could reach out an attitude of gratitude to set you free. That's right. I ain't loving you these days. Okay.
I can still get from one place to another, just not seeing it.
Okay. Good. Good to see you, man. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Jim Warren. Nice to meet you. Glad you're here, Linda. What's your name? Hello, Jeanette. I'm Jim Warren. Nice to meet you. Glad you're here. I was just seeing if your purses was the same this week.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing.
I don't know what the same one is.
You know the routine, man. You know the routine, man. They all got a routine.
No. I tried to find a couple this morning. I just can't get it. Yeah. Got shelter, food, right? Place to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That'll make it sound great. It'll sound wonderful.
All right.
I was getting back here.
It's still terrible.
Yeah. If there's one thing, like, Trevor and that's here, the main thing. Just getting feedback. Okay, I'm not messing with it. We're not buzzing today, so. Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate all the work.
So I started painting and I realized I love painting. So that's when I started.
You need me? You talk to me?
No, I mean to talk to you. I just like it.
So happy to hear that. See?
It's a skill. It's a talent. It's a gift. So which mic is Rob going to be over there? A couple of years now. Another one of his gifts. We just figure out that.
Warren, you can turn everything on if you want.
Oh.
No, it's not the window. No way. Always.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing. Whether if you come to stay a while, or you're just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and be the silence. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the bliss down to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. So come on in. Come on in. Come on in. God in us recognizes out. There's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through. Know that you are not alone. Someone stands with you as an individual manifestation of divine point of view. I saw a lot of you singing along. Just made my morning. Thank you, thank you.
Finally learned it.
Dorothy, it only took you a decade.
Yeah,
Woo.
what? Got most of it.
Most of it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Everybody feel that? It's sort of an excited, super playful, fun, wonderful morning. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hi, Leandra. You could have been anywhere doing anything, paying attention to any other thing, and you're here with us. And you are co-creating this sacred space, and I am immensely grateful. Thank you. I am Reverend Carol Ann. Hi. And I just get to stand up here and say hi to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our speaker today is Cara Bithell. Speaker, dancer, drummer extraordinaire.
Yes.
Her topic is, I am recovered.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear what she has to say about this. Although I heard a rumor that she might talk about a nut in her pocket. We'll see. Her practitioner is none other than our very own Reverend Louie Mueller. Man who exudes gratitude. God bless Louie. So just a little change the way you think about your life such that you have more of what you want in it. So come along for the ride. It is super fun. And we are collecting today prayer treatment requests for Reverend Louie. He will include you in his prayers for the next 30 days. He's praying anyway. You might as well get your intentions in and be generous with yourself. It's the season of gratitude, and he is the king of gratitude. So if what you need in your life is more gratitude, I can't think of a better moment to request support in that endeavor. Reverend Louie Mueller. Yay! Now we're going to sing together. You ready? We're going to sing This Little Light. We only got in a couple more weeks. So stand up if you got it in you and sing along. Oh, I think we have one more. Nope, that's the last one. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. In my daily work and play. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, there. I'd like to invite Reverend Gina up now to assist or to lead us in our opening treatment. Circle glide and welcome. Here comes Gina Marie. She's the bomb diggity.
I love you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad you're here. Let's just take a really good deep breath. Put your feet on the floor. Connect to your breath. Close your eyes. Go within. We're just going to start out with treatment. And this is my very favorite one, so you hear it a lot, right? God is all there is. God and I are one. God expresses uniquely as me, thinking, speaking, and acting through me at all times. I know that God is always guiding me in every moment and in every situation. I quiet my mind and I allow the infinite mind of God to reveal to me all that I need to know. I relax in the knowing that we are all one, united in principle, in faith, and in community. I act definitively and intentionally out of inner guidance without question or doubt, because I know that God is all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful, and all-inclusive. No matter what challenge I may be facing, I feel peaceful and confident knowing that God is making all the right and perfect decisions through and by means of me. With great gratitude, I now release my word into the law. I know that it is already a reality in the mind of God and expresses in my outer experience in perfect divine order. It's all good because it's all God. And this I know, I accept, and I celebrate. I am so very, very thankful and grateful for the precious gift of being here with you today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. And so it is. Woo! I have a second. That was good, huh? I'm like, woo, I'm done. I can be done. Okay, but we have a second part of our little ceremony here. We're going to ask all the practitioner interns, the minister interns, all faiths, all communities to circle the room. Oh, I love that. And we're going to just create a sacred container, a sacred circle, where we honor and acknowledge and celebrate all of our loved ones, everybody that we want to send a little extra love to, anybody that might be struggling, need a little help, right? And I'm going to start off with my son, Michael McKinney. If you could just please remember to add your own name to the circle. And now let's just take all that love and just roll it up into your hands, all that good juju, all that good energy. And if there's anybody that this is your first time here, we just want to honor you and welcome you and celebrate you. And I'm going to hold one hand to me and one hand to you. And I'm just sending you love. And I'm just letting you know that I'm grateful and thankful that you're here. And I see you. Everything's better because you're here with us. And I know you could have been anywhere, and you chose to be here, and that's a beautiful thing. Welcome.
Charlie, no introduction? No.
No introduction.
George's like, Rob is up now. I got to turn this thing way down. Hi, everybody. I'm Rob. These are your announcements. I'm going to jump right into it. So we got a teacher meeting right after service today, a quick teachers meeting that we have once a month for all the teachers and the teaching assistants to get together and set their schedule. That'll be over in the kids room. And then right after that, at 11:15, we have, which is basically after service. So everybody head on over to Harmony Hall. We have our monthly community meeting, which is a great opportunity for you. If anything, we got a lot of food. Yay! So we need help eating this food. It's good food, and it's good coffee, and of course the people you hang out with are always wonderful. So come on over to our monthly community meeting, which we always have after our board meeting last week. So the board can get the word out. And then if you guys have anything going on, you can bring it up to the community. It's a great opportunity for everybody to kind of break bread and get together. And we got to vote on what next week's potluck is going to be. So that's important. And we have to vote on next month's community song, and that's important. So come to the community meeting right after service. Next week, we've got I Am Speaking. Sorry. I knew that. It was just, when I see your own name, it always it bowls you over a little bit. I'm going to talk about, it's kind of weird, but I'm going to talk about how much I love it when things go wrong. And so if you want to hear me explain myself, come next week. We've got our, it'll be Membership Sunday, so it'll be a big potluck, more food for everybody. So all the more reason, pick your reason. Come on over next week and come to our service. 2 weeks, we've got, I love being followed by Reverend Susan Fosdick, because she's always amazing and wonderful. She'll be here in 2 weeks, and in 3 weeks, we've got Reverend Carol Ann Rubin, who will be speaking about amazing things. We have our last Science of Mind 2 class was on the Hero's Journey and Joseph Campbell, and it was a smashing success. And so we're going to follow that up with another smashing success, which is about Thomas Troward. That class starts on January 8th. Please sign up now. Sign up with Reverend Gina, or you can go on our website and sign up. This is our Thomas Troward Science of Mind 2 class starting on January 8th. And
who's teaching it?
What's that?
Who's teaching it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Reverend Wanda Moore and Reverend Ana Lopez.
Yes.
Do you know Reverend Ana Lopez back there?
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, they're always amazing. So it's going to be a wonderful class.
Everyone is welcome. No prerequisites.
No prerequisite. It's Science of Mind 2. It's awesome. It's just like a college class that you can sign up for anytime. It's wonderful. Can't say enough about it. All right, moving on. We have in this Monday, we have Science of Mind 1 class in our Reiki share. This Tuesday, we have Science of Mind 3 class. We always have stuff going on here at New Thought Community. Wednesday, we've got at high noon our ministers meeting. On Friday, as always, we have at 5:30 right here in the sanctuary, we have our band and choir practice. You're already members of the band and choir. Congratulations. All you got to do is show up. It'll be amazing. And in 3 weeks, we have our holiday boutique that is coming up. That is on December 15th. Our annual holiday boutique is our big fundraiser at the end of the year. And would you like to talk more about that, Susan?
No,
or
Susan.
Carol Ann? Thank you. Thanks.
You're not allowed to say Susan's name in conjunction with that anymore.
But I want to so bad.
I know, you can't help yourself. It's not your fault. But if you have any questions about the Holiday Boutique, talk to me. We are putting together a really fun event. We're morphing it a little bit this year. Typically, annually, they put together a holiday boutique, and there's yummy, delicious foods that you can buy, like little hostess gifts and wonderful seasonal things to have brewing in your home that make the whole place smell wonderful, and lots of that kind of stuff. This year, we also have some people who are bringing their homemade crafts and interesting things. It's going to be a really cool mix of stuff this year. Also, we are adding a cookie decorating element. So the cookies and all of the things you need to decorate will be provided, and you can come and just participate. And there's just a love donation for that. Everything is provided, and you can come and participate. And then you have cool decorated cookies to bring home. Yay! Super excited about that. That's it. And Reverend Anna apparently has something she wants to say.
Everyone, just a friendly reminder to bring your family and come and join us for Solstice Drumming Circle right here with our grandmother drum. We will be here Saturday, December 21st, 6 o'clock. Okay, my friends, come and let's dance together and drum. Thanks.
Yes.
That's the following Saturday. You have more? Oh, you just okay, yay, thank you, Reverend Anna. Where are we? Now, I would like to invite our very own Hussein to the podium to lead us in our vision, purpose, and mission.
Oh, Hussein!
It's Hussein, everybody.
Okay, ready for affirmation? Vision. You are a spiritually empowered family. Purpose. To remember, connect with the universal truth. Mission. Our unified community is a diverse spiritual family guided by universal principles and devoted to awakening to the divine presence within each of us. We are committed to loving, inspiring, and healing. I hope.
Okay, now we're moving right along here. Now is the moment when we are going to be led in a reading and a treatment by our very own practitioner of the week. And I mentioned him earlier, that he's the king of gratitude, and really he sort of is the living, breathing embodiment. And when you are in his presence, you get a real experience of the joy that comes from standing in gratitude. Reverend Louis.
Good morning, everyone. Wow, it's nice being up here. Anyway, I picked a reading out of the 365 Science of Mind. It has one page for every day of the week. And it's wonderful to use this in the morning to get your day started. And today, I was going to read yesterday's. Because I really liked what it said. And it's called Receiving. This is out of Matthew 7:7. Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. How can we receive that which the mind refuses to entertain? Should we not then consciously develop the ability to receive more? We make life little and mean and limit our own possibilities when we refuse to accept the whole gift of God. We should open our consciousness to the receptivity of the divine. There will never be any point of saturation because God is infinite. We can contact the infinite, but we can expand on the finite. Today I ask and know that I shall receive. Today I seek and know that I shall find. Today I knock and know that it shall be opened unto me. But what is it that I ask for? What is it that I really seek? It is to discover God in everything, to see the divine manifestation in everyone, to come into close and conscious communion with life. Today, then, I receive the gift of God in its fullness, unstinted and complete. As God cares for the birds who do not gather in barns, so shall we be cared for if we trust and do not doubt. And now we'll go into treatment. There is only one God, and that God is here right now in the present. And right here, right now, we unify ourselves with this God. God and I are one. And we put this out into the universe, knowing that we can receive everything we want. All we have to do is ask and seek. There is only one point in life, and that life is God right here, right now. And we are so, so grateful for this day. We awoke, opened our eyes, and we say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And I release this back into the universe from which it came, and so it is. Amen.
next song is written by Astrid Plain. You might remember her from the 80s and much ago. Cara asked her permission for us to be able to sing the song today. And it is called And So It Is.
No longer use special guest appearance on the drums. Yes, Claudia Sibilia, Noah. Oh my gosh, you guys rock. I mentioned a little bit about Cara. You gotta be on your toes with Cara. Are you all awake? Because Cara says the thing, whatever it is that is unexpected. And she has thought it through. So super playful, very grounded, incredibly open-hearted, creative Cara Bethel.
Oh boy, I'll live up to that one. First of all, I want to thank everyone that's come together and volunteered their time to make this service available on the ethers here, and for the band and choir for putting together all the music that supports this service, this idea. And I'd like to thank Astrid Playing for allowing us to use her music. And I want to first say that that song comes from, because this is a planting of the seed, from taking Science of Mind classes. So in SOM1 we have projects. So she has a whole album of music that came from taking Science of Mind 1. And I'm sure some of you from the Oneness Center will remember when she came out with that album. So if you're interested in getting an album of all her wonderful music, see me after, because I have some. Okay. All right. I wanted to start with a quote from Emerson, Ralph Waldo Emerson. The first wealth is health. So that starts in our heart, in our gut, and it also includes the mind, right? The body, emotions, the thoughts. Everybody has stories to share, family histories, personal adventures, testimonies about discoveries and self-healing or things that happen. And this is a story, my story, or a part of it, about my rediscovery and remembering who I am through the help, the power of the divine, the great creator, the power of love, a power greater than myself. I've stood up here many times and talked about this God. I heard God a lot in the service today, and I thought, God, if someone doesn't really like that word God, watch out. And when I was introduced to this idea of God, because before I was on a spiritual path, I didn't like that word God. I thought it was patriarchal, it was not inclusive. And then the more I opened my mind and opened my heart, and listened to suggestions or considerations from a spiritual guide, I started to learn more about that word God, right? And it could be good orderly direction, however you want to make your acronym. But my first spiritual guide or sponsor told me, to think about it as an umbrella that encompasses Yahweh, Kuan Yin, love, the ocean, the sun, the sky, whatever it is. To bring that word in, and it's just one word, it's one syllable, and it makes it easy. So when we stand up here, we don't say the divine creator, the great creator, the all that's encompassing. We learn all those words. There's a lot of them in this book, right? This is our, can't really see our,
what book is that?
It's a Science of Mind, right? So this is, this is our big book from here. Yeah. And so, I've stood at this podium a few times and said that before Science of Mind, right? Before starting on that spiritual path, that I didn't really understand the power of the universe or how to direct and use it. I felt there were circumstances that had happened to me by default, or it wasn't really my fault, it was yours. And I had never thought about seeking a spiritual solution. And I found that solution in substances that I used to check out, self-soothe, and solve my problems. And I think about when I'm going to start talking about a path of recovery, and when I think about that, I had to go deep, because once I got rid of some of those substances, including alcohol and drugs, I started to recognize food. And like the first time I overate and things like that. So we all have something. There's nobody in this room that doesn't have something, whether it's shopping or I started playing a Monopoly game online. And so I actually, instead of getting up and meditating this morning, because I knew I would get those extra dice points, I got on the phone so I could, because I only had 4 hours, and I knew I wouldn't make it, because once I get the dice, I can, so anyways. We watched too much Netflix when we could be doing gardening or something else that is a different way. So a little over 14 years ago, I was nudged into this journey of getting honest with myself. And I made a decision to let go of habits and substances that no longer served me. And that's when I began a path of recovery. So, yep, this is my other big book, other than that big Science of Mind textbook. And here I made self-discoveries as to why I had tendency to start addictive behaviors, which started when I was younger with those. I actually had some last night because I thought I got to encompass all my addictions and everything. I'm going to have one sobriety date, because today's my date. 14 years ago, I was released from the craving and obsession of alcohol and drugs. I've never shared that with this community. We talked a lot about anonymity as the spiritual foundation of all our principles in this book. And so, I've just, I haven't said, I am Cara, I am an alcoholic. I don't like to say it. And I didn't like to say it when I went to meetings in the beginning, because I thought that's kind of law of attraction. If I say I am sick, if we thought constantly, I am sick, I am sick, I am sick, we know through the principles of what we learn here, then certainly I'm going to stay sick. I'm not going to get any better. So I just thought, that doesn't, So I had to open up my mind to recognize I have to see what I am, and I can claim it. But then I also, when I have other things that support that. So it's kind of like when I drink my coffee in the morning. People say, don't drink coffee, it's not good for you. Okay, can you already say it? I had 3 cups today already. Okay. So, and then it's not good for your body, it's not good for your health. So I Reiki it, I put my tuning forks in it, and I bless that coffee, and I tell myself, this is good. This is good for me, I need it. And in moderation, a cup of coffee can be good for you, and that's another talk, right? So anyways, just don't go to Dutch Brothers and get all that junk in there. For every cup of coffee, you got to drink a cup of water. If you put cream in it, another cup of, So, we want to make sure we're drinking enough water. I was going to talk about the parasympathetic and sympathetic systems, but I kind of threw that out the bag, but maybe I should do that. Because, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, especially in our city, our county, our country, and, outcomes didn't happen. And I'm always talking about poop and butts, right? So it's the same thing. I can't manage and control everything, but I can tap into that power, right? So part of what I wanted to say is Science of Mind gave me another tool, which is the spiritual prayer treatment, but I started it here. This is the deep discoveries of being honest with myself, to say, I did have a problem with alcohol, because in this book, it also tells us beyond rehab and cognitive therapy and psychiatry. This book was written in 1935-ish, so much like, and Bill Wilson, who was one of the founders of the program, also, there was many other people that came together to write this book, but knew Ernest Holmes. So here we do see words like the great creator and the infinite possibility. There's a lot of terms in here that when I read it, I go, oh, that's kind of Science of Mind. Right? But I'm really lucky, because before I started taking Science of Mind classes, I already did all that deep cleaning by doing the inventory and making amends, and then to continue to do that on a daily basis. So for this alcoholic, I say I continue to work those steps. I don't just do it once. they're a part of my life, just as much as spiritual prayer and treatment. So I discovered solutions, not only for my addictive thinking, behaviors, and actions, but also for a freer way of living. And that's what recovered means. So you may be familiar with people saying, I'm a recovering alcoholic, I'm a recovering this, I'm a recovering that. Well, in this book, and this is what my spiritual guide, and that's why we don't do the book by ourselves, same thing. We could read the Science of Mind book, but it's kind of nice to be in classes and because there's a lot of terminology and big words like, what is that? Because it was written a long time ago, right? And so this is, when you open the book of Alcoholics Anonymous, it says the story of how many thousands of men and women have recovered from alcoholism. So it's a term that we use to show that, yes, I have gone through the steps, I've made changes in my life, I've been willing to make changes in my life. I've been willing to see in honesty who I am and what the possibilities are of who I can be also. There's a lot more to it, but so I'm kind of like, oh, I'm not really telling you my story. Sometimes I just go, I drank, I was a drunk. I had caused some problems, and I just couldn't do that anymore. But in this book, with the doctor's opinion, it also tells me how and why that happens. So hence, because I had mentioned, I was thinking up here, you're what's it, an imposter. I'm really not recovered because I feel like I'm not fully recovered because I still have issues with food. Right? That's why I had those Pop-Tarts last night, because I thought, okay, I'm going to make one date, and tomorrow I won't ever do that again, because that's what we say. I'm never going to do that again, and then we're doing it again, right? And Pop-Tarts is where it all started. When I'd go, so you're thinking like, what's a Pop-Tart got to do with the Science of Mind, right? But I know my sister was going to have a party. It was like a slumber party, and me and my friend ate all the Pop-Tarts. And there's 6 Pop-Tarts in a box, so 3 each, right? So we ate more than one. One Pop-Tart's a portion, right? So last night I'm like, what am I going to get? What am I going to get? I go to the crack store. I call grocery outlet the crack store. My niece calls it gross out. But and I'm thinking, because I already tried other things, right? Like 2 weeks ago, I bought boxes of Toblerone because I was going to give them as gifts. And then I found out, like, oh, you can't have that Toblerone anymore. It's just like the alcohol, right? So I should have entitled this, now you, spoiler alert, I was going to write a talk about I'm a nut. So this is an acorn. And in Science of Mind, it talks about how we have everything we need. Just like the acorn. The acorn goes in the ground and then it sprouts and it becomes a oak tree, right? So anyways. All right, so Claudia brought these, I want to say. And in the doctor's opinion, things set off a craving and an obsession. A lot of times they talk about how my on switch is broken or my off switch is broken. So once I start, I don't know if I'm going to stop, right? So it sets off that craving. So I had one. I don't know if I'm going to have many. But look, all of you that have come today get rewarded by, you can have a cookie. But anyway, so once I start, I don't know if I'll be able to stop. I don't know how many. And in some cases, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how my behavior is or what I'm going to do. And a lot of times that's like that, you ever heard that term hangry? Yep. Right? So you're hungry, angry, lonely, tired. So some of those things are what we would term as an untreated state. So then if I'm acting in those kind of responses, I'm not in a recovered state. And you always hear me talking about pie, right? Because I like pie. But my spiritual advisor, like 100%, before I was recovered, I'd be like, it was your fault, and you did that, and you didn't pick up your poop, and you know, I'm always judging and criticizing, not observing. Peg taught me that. I don't have to be judging or criticizing, I could be observing. This is what I see what happened, right? So, anyways, so pie could be, you know, I have a certain percentage of how that is and what that does. So, before I got into a recovered state, All those percentages were off the charts. And now, most of you heard me talk about this, now you can get that under 10%, and that's pretty cool. So all the poop that people aren't picking up, whatever situation that didn't come with the outcomes that I like, I can pray in because I'm leaning into that higher power and be in a recovered state. And, there's a lot in this book that talks about what is not a recovered state. So it would be, where I made a list here. So the untreated would be, and you don't have to be an alcoholic to be in this state. You can think about it, right? So I talked about being restless, irritable, discontent, criticizing, judging, full of fear and anxiety of the future, depression, or worried about what we did in the past, right? Or worried about what's going to happen, right? Fear, financial fear, the list goes on, right? And because of Science of Mind, especially pre-treatment, I used to have we do our inventories and I do it over again, and it was like, I'm not good enough, people don't like me, I'm not safe and protected, and I had financial fear. And that's all under 10% now. That's pretty cool. Because before it was like, ding, 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 75%. Most of you know I bought an RV, paid cash in July for my birthday, my 60th birthday. Okay, I better wrap it up. You're not giving me a time. I'm like Rob's, 20 minutes. All right. So, in Science of Mind, we learn to put together that spiritual prayer, and the treatments are in the present moment, claiming that what's already there for us, right? And I've done this deep work, recognizing my fears and the underlying issues of my problems, making amends for my past, and then continuing to build that spiritual condition to not cause any more wreckage, right? Because I don't want to have to say, I'm sorry, I yelled at you because you didn't pick up poop, my neighbors, and so that's a whole nother story. So anyways, basically I tap into spirit each day, releasing my difficulties, my thinking, and any outcomes that come with that. And so I wanted to share with you something that is a really super good tool in turning that over, right? So turning my problems over so I don't have to worry so much. And once again, Francine, she's the one that told me about the umbrella, right? So this was another one. You can look up to the sky. The sky is beautiful today, so, imagining that sky. So whether you're dark or you're inside or whatever it is, but, I lift up my arms and I say to the Creator, to the Divine, to whatever it is, universal love, and I like to use Divine Mother, I turn this situation over to you, and I release all the outcomes, knowing that absolutely everything is done for the greatest and highest good of all. I drop my arms, and it is done. Yes. And if I got to go back and do it later, I do it again. If I got to go back and do it later again, I do it. But I don't have to do it maybe but once now. Because I know, because of Science of Mind and the everything I've learned from both of these books, I know I'm absolutely safe and protected. Yes. I know I'm good enough, even though sometimes I think I'm an imposter standing up here like, what is she now talking about? Oh, all right, get on out. Where's that hook, right? Because I always laugh, give me a microphone. And yeah, when I first got sober in San Jose, and some of you may just kind of laugh at this, they have a big, it was in a Alano club, and they have microphone. And so when you go up to share, because that happens in an AA meeting, we share experience, strength, and hope. And then you might think like, yeah, that happened to me. Yeah, I felt that way. And then much like how Science of Mind, we come in, I think I think I could recover, and I think that will help me too, to find more health, wealth, and sense of being, right? And they had a microphone, and oh boy, I'd get up there, and I'm like, hello. I think my time is done. But, the life we've been given is such a wonderful experience to learn about ourselves and our purpose. So use it to the best of your abilities, no matter what has happened in your past. Whatever has happened brought you to this day. And I'm going to close with this last quote, if I can find it here. What are the two most important days of your life? The day you were born and the day you discover why. Mark Twain. Namaste.
Oh, that was great. Okay, I'd like to invite, have our ushers come forward, and I'd like to invite Bob Miller up to lead us in our offertory prayer. That was so much fun.
Hello, everyone. If you take your offering in your hands and just hold it, let us know that our offering is going to support the church and all of its endeavors, keep the lights on, keep the doors open. And so say with me, God is my source.
God is my source.
Freely I give.
Freely I give.
And freely I receive.
Freely I receive. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you got to let it go. Let it all go. If this is what you have to say, I release and I let go. Let my spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for
Circle. Circle up. You're gonna do party work? We're circuit. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of love surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say amen.
And as you step into the awareness of who you are today, recognizing the light, the love, and all the possibilities that are here for you, tell yourself, I am, fill in the blank. Joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say, let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say,
Community.
I don't know if I played for a while.